win games, you'll lose games, and sometimes losses bring me to my knees where I don't want to get out of bed. But at the end of the day, I have to do what I do for my family and for these guys, to show them this is what a man looks like. And that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I want to win every game, but if I can give them some important to their lives and help them understand this is the truth, it might sting you a little bit, but this is the truth. But we can get to this point if we do these things. Because if you're not teaching them life lessons, what are you really teaching them? You're wasting their time. Eventually, they'll be somebody's father. They'll be somebody's husband. They'll run a company one day. So if they're not learning those lessons now, then I didn't do a good job in teaching.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Lunch and Learn. I'm going to be in and out today, pretty quick in and out today, but I want to give y'all 5 reasons why everybody is talking about it. A lot of people are making their own opinions, but I really want to give you all 5 things, right, that this whole Deion Sanders thing should have, like his moving to another job. What's going on, Greg? What's happening, man? Right? Ronald, how you feeling, man? So this is what it should have taught your athlete, all right? And I'm going to breeze through these, and I'm probably going to come back this evening and really, really go through it in depth. So the first thing is, so what happened, right? Deion Sanders took a job, Power 5 conference, Colorado, Pac-12. He's leaving Jackson State. A lot of people are up in arms. Him leaving Jackson State, how can you do this to a HBCU? All of those things. Well, now we have 2 things that's happening. We have one school that had a coach that now does not have a coach, and they don't know who the coach is going to be. We have another school who had a coach. Their coach is not there, but they know who their coach is going to be. So we have 2 athletic programs that are in limbo that are now really understanding the business side of basketball. So the first thing, or sports, the first thing that I want to say that we should learn, your athletes should learn, that this is a business. It is a business, and decisions are made not from a personal standpoint all the time, but from a business standpoint. Does it make sense to those people involved in that business transaction? Your athlete should understand, first and foremost, when you get to the next level, this is a business. It's not AAU, it's not club ball, it's not even high school. College basketball, like professional, is a business. That's the first thing. The second thing, your athlete should understand that they are the brand. Since this is a business, what are they doing to enhance, represent, to flourish their brand? What are they doing, right? And so what Deion Sanders showed a lot of young people as well as a lot of old people, the power of social media. And when he went to Colorado, excuse me, and had his press conference, his son that does all his social media for him, he said, my son is going to help you all get your presence, right? Get your presence out there. And his son said, I'm going to make you all the most famous people in the world because all eyes are on you. What is your athlete doing to represent themselves as the brand, right? Do they understand they are the brand? Coach Carvel Bailey is a brand, right? And so what is your athlete doing? So the first thing is a business. The second thing, understand that it's a brand. The third thing is your athlete's affairs in order? Now that it's a new coach coming in, right? Now there's a new coach coming in. Does your athletes are their grades together? Are their transcripts together, right? Do they have a physical if they're injured, whatever, right? Do they have their affairs in order with you and your athlete? Do they have a financial aid, right? Is financial aid done, especially if they're a senior? Do they have an NCAA ID number? Have they registered with the clearinghouse, right? Have they taken all the classes in order to be eligible? Are they getting the work that they need on the court, right? Are their affairs in order? A lot of times it's not. Right. So the first thing is a business. The second thing, understand they are the brand. The third thing, they need to have their affairs in order. Right. The fourth thing is this. You're always being recruited. So when I talk about being more recruitment ready, and I talk about it all the time, us as people, we will be recruited throughout our lives. We're always being recruited. We're always being watched. Somebody is always looking. So your athlete is always being recruited. So are they recruitable, right? Is your athlete a recruitable athlete for college, for a job, for an internship, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is? Are they recruitable? So you're always being recruited. Deion Sanders showed that he was being recruited, right? He's bringing players with them. So they were being recruited while they were playing with him, right? But then there are some people on the other side, Colorado, they're not recruitable. And he just said, I'm gonna do everything I can to get rid of you. And the ones that do stay, I'm gonna try to make you quit, right? Are you recruitable? And then the fifth and final thing, and again, I'll be back later on this evening to talk about this, but the fifth and final thing, your athletes must understand this, and parents, you have to understand this as well, because you fall into this trap. They love you until they don't. They love you until they don't. A lot of people now that loved him a week ago, now they're hurling insults and all type of things. Well, you have to, that's why athletes have to be strong mentally, right? Fans love your athlete until they don't. Teachers may love them until they don't. Their girlfriends may love them until they don't. The boyfriends may love them until they don't. Fans will love you until they don't. But you have to be okay with that. Your athlete has to be okay with that, because they have to understand that it's more that they're called to do than just have somebody like them. And so Deion Sanders said that he heard, right? He's been saying it all while at Jackson State. He heard from the Lord. Whatever your spiritual connotations is, he said he heard from the Lord. There are a lot of people that may speak to the Lord. They don't necessarily hear from the Lord or understand when they're hearing from the Lord. So if this man heard from the Lord, right, and the Lord told him to do this one thing or do this one thing, then guess what? He made the decision not based on people loving him, because he understands when he left professional teams to another, they didn't like him anymore. They didn't love him. So your athlete will be loved until they don't love them anymore. All right. Those 5 things Deion has taught us. And so hopefully your athlete can learn from it a little bit more. And so I'll break these things down. Actually, what I'll probably do with these 5 things is I'm going to probably come on throughout the week, and I'm probably going to teach more in depth into all 5 of these things. But 1, it's a business. 2, you have to understand your athlete is their own brand. 3, you have to understand that their affairs have to be in order. The 4th thing, they're always being recruited. And the 5th thing is they will love you until they don't. All right. So if this made a little sense to get your mind working, make sure that you share it. Leave your comments beneath here, and I'll be back on probably later on this evening, but definitely tomorrow on our normal time. It's Monday. I'm not normally here, but be back tomorrow, definitely, and we'll break down these 5 if I don't come back tonight. So keep your notifications on. But we're going to break them down one by one so that your athlete can really, really learn from this situation, because it's a real life situation, and it can really, really impact, affect, and influence your student athlete, especially on a high school basketball level. All right, this is Coach Carvel Bailey. Listen, drop your takeaways from these 5 below, right? Drop the biggest thing that you've learned from these 5 points below. And if you haven't had a chance to check out my case study video, my free case study video, I break down a lot of the myths that parents are told, that parents are taught, right? And to really be able to help you understand the 3 secrets that I use to be able to help athletes and their parents understand how to get on top of all 5 of those things. Go check that out at BeTheRightRecruit.com. All right, BeTheRightRecruit.com. And so y'all hit my class. In here, yep, we got a lot to learn. We got a lot to learn. So with that being said, y'all hit my class in here, and it's about to be time for me to roll. Jim Harbaugh turned University of San Diego to a perennial loser to a conference champ in 3 seasons and moved to Stanford to the NFL. Exactly, right? People love you until they don't, then they get upset, but they don't really understand the big picture. All right. I don't think most people will understand the big picture. Those that will understand the big picture may not see it now, but they'll see it in about a year. All right, Coach Bailey. That's the bell. Just in time. I'm out of here. I'll holler at y'all. Listen to what Coach Cuonzo Martin says as we close this thing out. All right? Peace.
You'll win games, you'll lose games, and sometimes losses bring me to my knees where I don't want to get out of bed. But at the end of the day, I have to do what I do for my family and for these guys to show them this is what a man looks like. And that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I want to win every game, but if I can give them something important to their lives and help them understand this is the truth, it might sting you a little bit, but this is the truth. But we can get to this point if we do these things. Because if you're not teaching them life lessons, what are you really teaching them? You're wasting their time. Eventually, they'll be somebody's father. They'll be somebody's husband. They'll run a company one day. So if they're not learning those lessons now, then I didn't do a good job in teaching.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry. This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant. Blessed to Ball. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed to Ball. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed to Ball. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Blessed to Ball. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed to Ball. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed to Ball. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is Strategic.